Hey, what's up guys? Brian here, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Hey, trust you guys are doing well. Hey, wanted to do a follow-up video for you guys for the Echo Red Armor Oil Challenge. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me in the comment section on a bunch of videos, hey, where's the follow-up video for the Echo Red Armor Oil? So let me give you guys a little bit of context here if you guys weren't around last spring when we became Echo UAG members. While we were over there in Lake Zurich, Illinois, Echo did the Red Armor Oil Challenge that a lot of people accepted, which was to test the Echo Red Armor Oil through all of our old equipment to see if it would clean up the engine housing for all of the equipment that was rusted out, varnished out on the inside, and basically provide before and after photos and videos to show you guys the difference after running the Echo Red Armor Oil exclusively through our machines for a handful of hours. Now, in full disclosure, of course, they did supply all the Red Armor Oil for us, which was quite a few bottles. I would say maybe 24 bottles, maybe a little bit more, and that stuff lasted us for about 2 or 3 months. Now, when we did run out, I did go to my dealer and special ordered it, so I did exclusively run the Red Armor Oil through my equipment all summer. Let me show you guys some before and after photos of the cylinder housing and the internals of the engine after we removed the spark plug. Now, the piece of equipment that I was using part of this test was my old Redmax 260 TS string trimmer. This one right here probably had about 100 to 150 hours estimated on it in about 3 or 4 seasons, like I was saying. Now, this is one of my older pieces of equipment that, quite honestly, the engine was just getting a little rough. It wasn't running very high. The RPMs were idling really low, and as most of you guys know, these kind of string trimmers, it's almost more expensive to fix them than it is to just buy a brand new one, so they're kind of like throwaway tools after a handful of years. Now, of course, I'm not a chemist or an engineer, so I can't give you guys the exacts of every piece of what the Red Armor Oil does. There's plenty of videos out there also provided by Echo, so if you want to learn more about the Red Armor, you can definitely check it out on their website and all the information they provide. But obviously, if you guys can see the photos, you can tell that the cylinder house on the inside looks a lot cleaner, in my opinion, than it did initially 6 months ago. Now, I will show you guys some live video of the inside of this so you guys can see what it looks like. Now, again, I'm not an engineer or a chemist. I don't understand every little nuance of what's going on in here, but overall, I feel like the before and the after looks a lot cleaner, and it looks like it cleaned up the cylinder house a lot more. So I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think, the before and after? Now, again, I probably have about 50 to 75 hours that have been ran through this piece of equipment over 2017, which I believe is kind of what they were recommending that it's going to take to kind of clean up the internals of the engine. So I feel it's done a really good job overall. So right now we're idling at about the 6s. So I'm not sure if you guys could see what the test results right there were, but we're idling in the 6,000 RPM range, and when I was at full speed, it was almost up to 17 and 18,000 RPM, which is pretty crazy. Considering, if you guys watched the video in the spring, I was idling at the 2 and 3,000 RPM range, and we were tapping out at about 82, 8,500 RPM, maybe 9,000. Again, I've exclusively ran the Echo Red Armor Oil through all of my equipment this whole summertime. I like to invest in the companies that invest into the community, so I've been a huge Echo fan with their oil. Again, I know it might be a little bit more than some of the other brands out there, but if it's going to keep my equipment clean and running better, then of course I'm going to invest in it so I can take care of my equipment and keep it running better longer. Now, I will tell you guys, it probably took a little bit more than a month for the engine to kind of clean up on the inside. You can tell. I wish I took some photos along the way for you guys, but you could just notice that the power was coming back in this trimmer, and even my Redmax blowers that have definitely have some hours on them and are a little bit more weathered, part of my equipment lineup. I can definitely tell you guys that the engine wasn't knocking as much. It seemed to be a little bit smoother when it ran, and of course it will definitely restore power to the higher RPMs, especially the weed whip, because my Redmax 260 TS, like I said, it was on its fritz, and basically it was kind of my backup, my throwaway trimmer. And to be totally honest with you guys, it's back into my lineup and it's running great again. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last because it's just getting older, but nonetheless, it's definitely brought it back to life. So you know what, in my opinion, it saves me money and I can still put it to work, which is even better. Like I said from the beginning, guys, I don't get compensated in any way to promote the Echo or the Red Armor brand, so this is just a totally unbiased review. I think it works really, really good. I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. Have you guys been running it this year in summer 2017? Let me know. Please leave a comment down below. That'd be great. Maybe other people can evaluate using it as their oil for next year in 2018 and helping restore power to their equipment and making sure that it lasts longer and protects our investment. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this one, please do me a big favor. Shoot it a thumbs up. Maybe share it with somebody in the community. This test took a little bit of time to do. It's actually freezing cold today, so if you guys want to shoot this video, big thumbs up. up. I'd really appreciate that. Again, wanted to say a big thank you to you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're doing review videos like this all the time. So guys, wanted to say a big thank you again for checking out myself, Brian, here with Brian's Law Maintenance. We'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.